So I've seen a lot of taxpayers lose their case just because they couldn't prove that they mailed something on time. And the crazy thing is, the IRS actually has a rule that you can protect yourself with. It's called the Mailbox Rule, and it's covered under Section 7502. If you understand how it works, you can literally save your case by proving that you filed it or you mailed it on time. So I'm going to walk you through what the Mailbox Rule really is, how Section 7502 works, and what you can do to protect yourself if you ever need to prove that you mailed something on time. So when the IRS sends you a notice of deficiency, you've got 90 days to file your petition with the U.S. Tax Court. 150 days if you're overseas, but that deadline doesn't really matter if things like life happen. So you mail it on time and it's postmarked, but the postmark gets smeared or the envelope gets delayed or destroyed. And then the Mailbox Rule basically says that if you mailed it before the deadline, it's treated as filed on time, as long as you can prove it. But the proof part is where most people get tripped up. The IRS doesn't take your word for it, and the tax court judges can't either. They want documentation. So if you ever send something to the IRS or the tax court, the key question is, can you show exactly when it was mailed and what service you used? Because Section 7502 of the Internal Revenue Code is called the timely mailing equals timely filing rule. And it says that if it's properly mailed before the deadline with an official U.S. postmark, that postmark acts as your timestamp. So if you use regular mail and the postmark shows a date on or before the deadline, you could be good. But if the postmark is missing or unreadable, you lose your best evidence. And if you use a private carrier like FedEx or UPS, only certain services are designated. Like, for example, if you used FedEx Ground instead of FedEx Priority Overnight, you're going to save some money, but the court will rule that your petition was filed late if you shipped it on the deadline. Now, that's happened to me in a real case. The safest choice, certified mail with a receipt or qualified delivery service like FedEx Overnight. So I went to UPS to mail something and it was 7 o'clock, but I made sure that they stamped it the date they received it. Well, that's the date the IRS and the tax court is going to take as timely filed. So even if they didn't receive the petition a few days later, that postmark proves that I sent it on time. Now imagine the opposite. You dropped it into the mailbox the night before the deadline, but the postmark ends up being the next day. That means the IRS considers it late. And once that 90-day period is done, there's nothing even the U.S. tax court judge can do about it. My name is Josh Wiskowski, United States Tax Court practitioner. I hope this has been helpful.